We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
All day, baby, all day. Hut, 180. You ain't going nowhere.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Goff. And the open receiver is Robert Woods. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Super one. The twist. Right here.
Here's the 3rd-round pick from Memphis. It's Darrell Henderson. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Let's go, D.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Goff. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the Browns' 16-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Goff. The Sanders has got it complete, and he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Watch the edge.
Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have its hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Switch. Run. Check 3.
Now the 3rd leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because you...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Regular. Go, Mike 51. Hey, seam 6. Hey, let's calm down.
3rd and long for Mayfield.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 24 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Hey, 180. It's a 50. Check Mike 50. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
From the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that'll bring up 4th down. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down. And you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed.
Boys, bring it up.
At their own 12-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 17-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Mike 53. Get that quarter.
Here's Goff. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Woods coming off by far the best year of his career. 86 catches, over 1,200 yards. Now he's hoping to build on that. But, boy, he was a key cog in the wheel that took them to the Super Bowl last season. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Right here. Like 20. 51. Mike 51. Exit.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Goff now looking to throw. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a gain of 13. First down, Rams. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
What? Like 20. 53. Mike. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's a gain of 13, first down, Rams. So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to second and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Goff's throw taken in by Reynolds. That's good for 28 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to nowhere to go. Here, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. To throw is gone. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll still have a third and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play. From the 3 now, here they come on third and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up first and 10.
No. Watch twist. Hey, alert. Shift. Watch the shift.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. On the stop was Aaron Donald. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
We got four. We got four.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll run. This is Hunt. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
That's it. That's it.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Goff. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And all the way down to the 26.
Let's go. Let's go.
A big play there for L.A. 43. Yards.
And a Rams first down.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
51 to Mike.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that's complete to Sanders. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
They'll run on first down. Hunt, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Mike 20. 51, Mike 51. You don't want none of that.
On second down, it's Hunt. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Zerline's kick is up and through. Zerline, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
The Browns drive about to get started. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
180.
Mayfield to throw it.
Here we go, D. All day.
He finds his target, Beckham. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down.
20. No gain on this defense. No gain. Check. Run. The mic. 51's the mic. I'm 22 jet bomber. Kings. Mike 51. Smoke.
First down, Mayfield. Steps away to... Now Mayfield lost the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Let's go. Let's calm the crowd. All day, baby, all day. Real. 51's Mike. Hurry. Ready? Right here, guys.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And Ty Montgomery has it complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 35. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. To throw, Mayfield. And that's going to be intercepted. Taken by the Pro Bowler, Eric Weddle. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
It's a free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Mayfield now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Montgomery, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9. Mayfield, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
No. Off. Check. Regular. I got it.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
There to make the tackle, Samson Abukum.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Run, run, run. Bravo!
That's going to set them back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Hey, wahoo! Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hurry, hurry. I got you. I got you. I got you.
Here's Mayfield. And that's going to be intercepted. Taken by the Pro Bowler Eric Weddle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Man out, man out, man out, man out.
They'll run again with Hunt. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Pulled in at the 24. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, I'm coming up. Hey, alert 33. Hey, Delta. Hey, 58 is a Mike.
Throwing, Mayfield. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, L.A. Kareem Hunt, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Mayfield now. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Mayfield finds his target, Montgomery. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Alert, 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 alert!
And again, it's Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 25 yards that time. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now Mayfield lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. He's at the 50. 30. 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. 2nd time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the gun, Mayfield. Trying to lay one up deep. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Hey.
Mayfield with it once more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Back to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
Mike 51. Hey, come on,
On 1st down, Hunt. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Let's get it. Who goes to that? 180. Check.
Out of the gun. Gone. They got a man. It's Woods. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10. Goff now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Browns' 32-yard line.
Who goes to that? 180. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
And they will take a knee here. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for L.A., they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.